Ethereum Classic is currently sitting at $75 per coin. This is an increase of 25% since yesterday when I was telling you guys that I am keeping my diamond hands, and hopefully you guys are as well. Now, I didn't see us staying under the $77 mark for too long, and that technical analysis has proven to be very accurate. So we're going to go ahead and revise to that, as well as look at any news that has developed in the crypto markets, as well as show you guys my position. Now, I am documenting this journey on the channel until we hit $1,000 per coin on ETC before I will consider selling anything. So if you respect the open and honest transparency of the channel, tap, tickle, touch, or smash the like button for me, whatever you want to call it, but make it turn blue, as well as subscribe to the channel if you are not already. And if you want to show your love and appreciation in a deeper way, there's a Patreon link down below. I have my buy and sell alerts, as well as one-on-one Q&A for any investment questions you guys ever have at any time. That is available down below, link in the description. Now, this news did come from the US government, the IRS, and Joe Biden, a part of his new tax crackdown. Now, at first glance, this does look like a bearish tone, but I do think investors took this as a bullish sign that cryptos aren't going to be completely banned anytime in the near term future. So that is why I think we did rally so hard in crypto markets. Now, let's take a look at exactly what they said. The Treasury Department is going to crack down on cryptocurrency markets and transactions. It is making the move as part of President Joe Biden's proposed tax compliance measure. It said any transfer worth $10,000 or more has to be reported to the IRS in a release. The Treasury Department flagged the fact that cryptocurrencies can be used to facilitate illegal activity broadly, including tax evasion. But the feds have this all wrong. As of last year, only 0.34% of all cryptocurrency transactions were illegal activity, whereas at least 2% of the global money supply is used for money laundering every year. The figure is probably even higher, but 2% is already a very high figure. Now, there's actually data analytic firms that work for the government that do track Bitcoin transactions for illegal activity. As Bitcoin makes use of a distributed ledger, it is entirely possible for governments to track Bitcoin transactions. Not only governments, but general users can do so too. All transactions can be verified through the Blockchain Explorer. Simply give in an address and see if it's Bitcoin sent and received. So it's a well-known fact that the government can trace Bitcoin transactions, and you better believe that they do this and have been doing this the whole time. Now they are becoming more public about this. They are hiring more IRS workers to go over the transactions on Bitcoin. So this is relatively not new information when you really do dive into it, and hopefully you guys do understand after I just gave you guys the facts. But this is not new information, and I think investors, like I had said previously in the video, I think they are just happy to the fact that they are not banning cryptocurrencies in general. So with all of that said and out the way, hopefully you guys have a clearer picture as to what the Fed said today and why crypto is essentially rallying today, and it has no meaning for crypto going ahead into the future unless you are a criminal. And if you are, then you should probably use a different currency, and that is obviously not a recommendation if you are a criminal. Obviously, hopefully most of you guys are not, but you have nothing to worry about really when it does come down to it. So let's take a look at the technical analysis behind ETC and just see how accurate this has been since the last update. As for the technical analysis, the last update, the lines and the charting is actually not here, but just to go over it a little bit, I did say that our point that we will most likely consolidate around is this $77 level, that there is a chance that we do go under this and stay under this for a little bit, but I don't see this as a prolonged downtrend, and that is pretty much exactly what happened. We are hovering right at about the $77 mark. We actually went above 77 for a brief moment today, but some people have been talking about that we're going back down to $40, $50, and I just did not see that as far as a prolonged downtrend. Now, it is still quite possible we go back down to about the $45 level or even lower than that, and I would actually welcome that as a buying opportunity, but I just don't see that as actually happening happening considering the volume that we have had as far as the buy side. We see a lot of buys going in, and as soon as we do dip down to lower lows, $42.69 in this case, it instantly gets eaten up and straight back up to where we sold off at, which was about the $70 mark. Literally got eaten up right away. Now, I do think we'll go up past our $77 first resistance level fairly shortly, even by tomorrow morning, if not during midday tomorrow. And then the key level to watch is to get above about the $87 mark, $85 to $87 mark. That is where we consolidated for a very long time last time, and even dipped down under that, rocketed up, and then consolidated around there, and then we fell down and haven't touched that ever since. And then from there, once the $80, $85, $87 mark is our support level, I think we're clear to go to about 115 or even about 120. But I'm not going to go ahead and mark that on the charting right now. Actually, about 125 would be pretty feasible before we get any real resistance. But I'm not going to go ahead and mark that on the chart. We will do that as the price does increase, but I do expect this to be a solid bullish trend to go into the future. Now, even if we draw a trend line from the bottom we've seen at $42.69 up to our bottoms that we have seen throughout the day today, it does look clearly very bullish, and I will bring that down a little bit because that candle did wick, and it does look very, very good. It looks like we are on a course to break above the $77 mark. So congratulations to anybody that held onto their shares and seen a pretty decent rebound as of today. I know ETC is still up 23.5%, so I can't argue with that. Hopefully you guys are happy with your decision actually holding on to it. Now, if you sold out, right now is not a terrible time to enter a position, but I'm not a fan of double dipping, because then you're just more likely to sell out next time it dips. But if you want diamond hands, if you want to buy into a position and hold it until it hits a certain price, right now is certainly not a bad price, and definitely a good idea in the long term. If you're gonna buy into it with a 1 week time limit or time frame, then I wouldn't buy into it. Like I say in these videos all the time, it's quite possible we go back down to the $42 low we've seen, or we rally up to 120. You never really know with cryptos, and especially in the environment that we are right now, it is just best to buy and hold or sell and stay away. Now, Ethereum Classic is currently at $75.52, bouncing around quite a lot right now, but obviously in a very bullish uptrend, hitting higher highs across the entire day. Pretty much with big spikes. We even hit a high of $81.64, and that was up 33.48%. And this is why I say in these live streams and these other videos that you're better off holding the loss than actually selling out, because you never know, the next day you pop 23%, 23.5%, and you're beating yourself up over it. Now, if you had only held for one more day, you would have at least made more money if you did still want to sell out. So that is that. As far as my portfolio diversity, it is 7.2% of my total portfolio value in ETC at 26.10 coins, averaged in at $103. I currently have $2,000 in equity, almost $2,000 in equity, but I'm still down $703 or 26 point. It's bouncing around a lot, but about 26%. My latest buys were 57, 60, and 62 as of yesterday, and I am not leaving until $1,000, guys. We are in a very bullish uptrend, and I cannot wait to see where we end up, you know, finding some good support this time and going much, much higher. Now, as for the Grayscale Ethereum Classic ETF, I do want to take a look at this, and it is still not updated. And let me refresh the page one more time in case I'm tripping, and it is still not updated, only for April 15th. So this is 1 month and 5 days, guys. Something sketchy is definitely going on here, considering the last time this was updated, Ethereum Classic was only $18.28. I don't know what is going on here. I've emailed so many people, I've called people, I've done everything I possibly can, but I cannot get in contact with MarketBeat or the Grayscale Ethereum Classic ETF. It's just pretty much impossible right now. So if you guys have a better way to get a hold of them, maybe you know somebody or something, let me know down below in the comments, as well as comment how many coins you guys own. I want to see how much Ethereum Classic this small community does have control over, and that's really just for my own reference, and I do want to see how much pull we do have in Ethereum Classic. So if you guys like my take here and you appreciate an open and honest, transparent YouTube channel where, contrary to popular belief, I don't pump anything and I am putting my money where my mouth is, holding ETC till at least $1,000 while adding along the way. So if you guys do like that and appreciate it, make sure to show that by hitting the like button, as well as subscribe to the channel. And if you want to be part of the Patreon, where I send out all my buy and sell alerts, as well as one-on-one Q&A for whenever you have questions any time of the day, then that is available down below, link in the description. As well as if you want to get $5 in free stock, there is a public link down below that I will get a free stock as well, but there is a 2-minute sign up. If that, you don't have to deposit anything to get your free stock, and I got Tesla myself, and why not get free $5 worth of Tesla? I think it's a no-brainer. It doesn't take anything to do, and you can actually link your debit card to the platform instead of linking your bank account. So I do think that is a great feature that hopefully some of you guys can take advantage of. Down below, link in the description. I will see you guys later. Be careful in the crypto markets. Until next time, take care.